It is called Empireofthesun upon the day Elizabeth understanding war based on
In 1941, China and Japan had been in a state of undeclared war for 4 years. The Japanese army of control of much of the countryside to Shanghai since the British came here in the 19th century. Churches and homes that might have been uprooted from Liverpool. Japanese dug in and waited for Pearl Harbor.
And towards death. It's run over by ship Japan. Just Christian Bell. He's acted in a very young age too.
Jamie, off the grass. Off the...
Which side do you think is
like
going to
male.
win the war, Father?
Ours, of course. China isn't our war.
We're awfully lucky, aren't we? Living here and having everything.
The thing is, the harder I work, the luckier we get.
The Japanese will win. They've got better planes than the Chinese and braver pilots. I was thinking of joining the Japanese Air Force. 0 cent, it's my plane. Father, 0 cent. Mama, I have butter biscuits.
Not one you eat before bed.
You have to do what I say.
I see burning pepper.
Approximately 1/3 of 15,000 has left in recent weeks. The Japanese forces in Indochina have reached a strength of perhaps 50,000.
I was dreaming about God. Perhaps he's our dream. Can I take my glider?
Dream of flying.
God is above us. Does it mean up, like flying?
Yeah, again there.
Thank you, Arthur.
Put it against the seat. Just pop it up against the seat. Right, Yang.
They're on a door or something.
Settle down, Sinbad. Take the Huangpu Road. Let's avoid the crowds.
No, Mama. No, Papa.
It's nasty. The second on the car and they're on wearing a costume. And then they go inside.
Get out of Shanghai while you can.
Lockwood's invited a chink.
All our days are numbered, Mr. Graham, but ours higher than yours.
A million Chinese peasants trying to get into Shanghai just to live on our rubbish.
The Japanese will get hungry too, and there are more of us who'll still be here after this war and the next.
Cast it out.
Good old boy, utterly convincing.
Thank you.
Nakajima. 2 machine guns.
You for keeping up to date on the war, James.
I'm an atheist.
Where are you going?
See something!
Tells me he's an atheist.
Always thought he was. Showtime.
Bam. There's a body in there.
Enemy aircraft sighting. A tail!
And bunker. Right? And there's a lot there. And are they going to capture him?
Jamie! Jamie! Stand still, John.
They're coming.
Jamie! Don't run.
I left my plane.
Never mind. Find us keepers, eh?
Don't look back, Jamie. Their anger is their patience. Somewhere safe. Singapore.
And they're moving to another country.
Move into the hotel for a few days.
Why?
See which way things are going.
probably do that. Bombay.
I didn't mean it. It was a joke.
You keep away from the window. We're leaving in 3 minutes.
Oh, Jamie, there'll be no school today. We're going to see if the iron can take us home.
Sell out. Okay, closing. You can easily get grass in there.
Get us to the waterfront.
Shake, sit down.
Let me stop looking at that.
Quickly, get out of the car. Quickly. Mary! Hang on to me!
And you see loss.
Hang on to Jamie!
Don't let go.
Background. Huh? Yes, actually. It was abandoned. And it's probably other people living in it. What's that?
What do you think you're doing? Where's my mother and father? Do you know?
Yeah, okay. She's been wanting to do that for a long time. No water, no food. They're probably going to jail anyway, or to be educated. The pot.
Excuse me, everyone. I surrender.
One with when I reacted to this movie.
Mama, no papa. No whiskey soda. American boy.
English! I'm waiting for my chauffeur.
English boy. You come now.
Thank you.
Come now.
No! No!
Hey. English boy.
Surrender! Surrender, please!
Bicycle is stolen.
Sir, please! Please!
Boy.哎，我说这个啥子啥？
Yeah, right is kind of following.
Hello. Kid, you alright?
Stand
I
there.
think so. I'm waiting for my mother and father. They've been delayed.
Delayed? Some kind of crazy British kid. American fleet. Looks like you almost lost your shirt. Maybe I can help you find your mommy and daddy.
Father's met some very important people. Do you know my father, Mr. Graham? He owns a textile mill. He has an office on Szechuan on a boat to Hong Kong. Then they'll send for me. A taxi driver, $5 for bringing me home from Hongqiu. Have you ever been to England?
Starting to get on my nerves. What I found under my truck. I'm sorry already. He's hungry or crazy.
You look like you need to lie down.
He'll be ingratiated to you.
Ingratiating? That's a fine word.
The taxi driver.
Here, in a minute. Your tongue's running away. He's a well-kept set of teeth. Someone has paid a lot of bills for that sweet little mouth.
They're charging $10 for a bag of rice.
It's a school for taipans. What do they call you?
I once met Madame Sun Yat-sen.
Yeah, you two keep getting presented. Meanwhile, we'll be up to our asses in junk, eating rats when the Japs walk in. Changed world out there. Even if I sold all this stuff, we still wouldn't have enough to get a sampan upriver to Chungking. So we don't have enough rice for you, kid.
Frank, words, and now this, what's this? Fancy candy? And Jim's parents got themselves picked up with all the other Brits.
Their eyes is already burnt up or something. That's probably too long.
Don't worry about Frank, Jim. He always eats after me, don't you, Frank? Chew your food. Chew every mouthful 6 times. You get the benefit.
Sleeping.
Find any gold teeth in there?
Oh, buying and selling, Frank. Life. Make a muscle.
Or something.
Because nobody wants you. Worth nothing, you're skin and bone. Pretty soon you'll be sick all the time.
Traffic the boy.
First, I can show you some rich pickings. I can show you some of the houses I lived in before Frank found me. They were luxuriant.
Luxuriant?
There was opulence.
Opulent. Well, we'll go and take a look at some of these houses.
And just whiskey and a radiogram.
What about the boarded one right here?
It's full made of mirrors, radiogram, a fountain, crystal chandeliers.
What about cash?
Say, Jim, what about a little money?
Frank, basically, I did see some money.
Ah, take it easy.
Mother!
Basically, the Jets.
I can see that, Frank. Back out of here.
I can't back out. There's no reverse.
Jesus Christ.
Back when they're done.
Macy.
It's just a little fever. Don't worry.
I have no idea what's going on.
I can wash it. Excuse me. There's been a mistake. Sorry.
Prison.
Got the cutlery.
No, I haven't. Can't drink water from the water water, Bud. There are people dying here of dysentery. I can drink boiled water.
Many thanks, Basie.
You've got nice manners. I appreciate that.
After the war, you two should have a game of tennis sometime. He's really good. I think she died, Basie.
She died, Jim, but she didn't hand in her dinner pail.
Don't forget to bow to the sergeant.
You know some tricks.
Come on, children. Looks like your size, Jim.
I don't want her shoes, Basie. Basie, leave her! Fine, I don't want her shoes. Basie, stop it! Leave her! Leave her! I don't want her shoes!
Hey! Pipe down.
The lorry! The lorry! Come on! Come on! Don't you see? This place is to see who dies!
I want you to say something. I want you to tell him who we are.
Just look him straight in the eye and don't say anything.
Hold it. Brooklyn. Hold it.
I'm a doctor. Let me through.
Demand for himself. Getting.
My dear friend left them to me.
You wouldn't be in the market for a watch, would you?
Now we have to turn left. Just up here when I say left, turn left, okay?
He's working underground for the Kuomintang.
We're going to be living right by the airfield.
I don't see what I'd call a camp.
What do you expect me to do with it?
They want us to carry stones.
No.
The what? It's like a boy in a striped pajamas.
Don't touch my stick. Use your wedge.
Boy running wild. Spends most of his time at the 19th hole.
Oh, that's a splendid cabbage. Thanks, Jim. Fairly well.
He's hustling.
Can you do this? Keep the rhythm.
She's gone, Dr. Rollins.
She just looks at me. I've done it.
You can leave her now.
I can bring her back to life. I can.
She thought she was dying in England.
Stop it, Jim! You pumped some blood into her brain, Jim. Just for a moment.
Then you tell her to do that.
Is that what you do? Give the mosquito net to whoever's dying next?
I'm gonna take the service.
I'm a banter. Can I have your shoes when he's dead?
God, you're a pragmatist, Jim.
Yes, of course, but as long as we stay in the camps, the Japanese will look after us, won't they?
I don't know.
If the Americans land, the Japanese will fight.
You admire the Japanese?
Well, they're brave, aren't they?
And that's important, is it, Jim? Remember, we're British.
I've never been there. Sure, today we'll die, tomorrow time stoops to no man's low. With love going faint and fretful, lips but half full weeps.
Try to learn it as a poem.
Too
It's
much
not
love
just a
is
string
living
of
from-
words with Basie. He's a survivor.
That's because he only drinks boiled water.
You'll wear yourself out looking after everyone.
Self-busy, doesn't he?
Won't taste the same without you. The Japs put down some mines.
Hey, boss. Boss.
Oh, yes, please, Dainton.
So would I, kid, if you got one.
Enough air for you in the whole of China, isn't that it, Jim?
That's it, Basie. Seen that one before. What year is it?
45.
45? How'd you get that?
Can you get me a sewing needle?
I'll try. 29.
Yep. The Super Fortress, what we call a hemisphere defense weapon.
Where from?
Tokyo's in bombing range now.
Tokyo?
You tell him to think of going home soon. Region the other side tries to get you killed, and then it's turned around. It's all timing. It's an American initiative, and the man who delivers gets the gravy.
And you'll take me with you when the right time comes?
Gotta be frank with you, Jim. It's a toss-up right now between you and Danny.
Take me!
Give me one good reason why I should.
Jim, you're just like your father. Cut our rascals in half.
It's getting worse.
The rations have been cut. I like animals.
87 weevils today, Mr. Victor. But the trend is down. I have to locate my parents when all the people in all the camps come out again. I'll tell my father how you looked after me.
You think I'll get the reward?
Well, I was much younger then. So why did the Japanese close the school?
Because they wanted to punish the grown-ups. How you'll take to school in England when the war's over.
It might be a bit strange. The University of Life.
Oh, for heaven's
Could
sake.
we finish our meal, please? We've heard your views on the university.
He said we need the protein.
Yes, well, Dr. Rawlins is right. All eat the weevils.
Mrs. Victor, do you believe in vitamins?
Strange child. Into the single men's dormitory. You're not 12 anymore.
The Americans are over Nantou again. Bombing the Shanghai docks!
Sounded like a 200-pounder. That was close. Too close for Nagata. He ain't gonna like that.
Reprisals, and damn silly it is too, Mrs. Phillips. Gilmore, make sure all the patients stand well clear of the windows. Damn.
Sergeant Nagata! Nani cannot much guidance. Bokatachi wa menso no sedis.
What's he thinking? He's not doing anything. His ego is filled up. So take a walk.
This is British food! Leave it alone! This is our food! Get away!
Mines. That was a mine, I told you.
Somebody lobbed a grenade. There are no mines. You can walk right through that fence anywhere.
You got a bet.
So far, so good.
He's trying to escape it. Yeah, what he's trying to do exactly. Probably escaping, right?
Jim's the black cat.
That's a dead boy, Basie. I'll give you odds. My harmonica, it's your wristwatch.
You're on, my friend.
Casey, my next 2 meals, okay? You're gonna be losing a lot of weight.
Also pants.
Cigarettes on the kids! My sunglasses on the side!
I think this is same.
Clean me up, Frank.
Helping him out.
Do you like a Hershey bar?
Oh, yes, please.
So would I, kid. You got one?
Bunny Perkins.
You're an American now.
Hey! How you doing, Frank?
Pretty much, Dewey, so you could work up the bank, or you could steal a sandpan here and work up the middle, or you could...
This with a cork and a needle.
You'd like that.
A real compass that actually works.
Put that down.
See, without me, you wouldn't even have a compass.
No, Jim, without you, I wouldn't have a needle. Without me, I wouldn't have a
All right,
compass.
look, I think the best way is across the river. Kurt.
He's back sometime. What?
Jim, come here. Charge of my stuff.
He's already there.
See this mosquito net? Rollin is on the take.
So clever, Basie.
Yeah. Only cost me 2 batteries. It's beaten by a stoker once.
Why did he beat you?
Shanghai Frisco beat the trip now. Huh, Jim?
Until you find a place you could live at Amherst Avenue. I'd like you to come and meet my parents. We'll eat 3 times a day. No one feels sorry for you, Basie.
That's right.
And you always eat first.
Because we're gonna get a sampan.
Are they proper pirates, do you mean?
Well, let's just call them gentlemen of fortune. It's at the beginning and end of the war that we have to watch out for ourselves. Know how to keep your balance. How to keep a balance and make the right friend. I retire in luxury. Start a barber college. Told you to look out for my stuff.
They were bigger than me.
Body taken. Using him.
I felt that heat. Dr. Rawlins, do you remember how we helped to build the runway? If we'd died like the others...
No, it's their runway, Jim! Try not to think so much. Try not to think so much!
I remember what my parents looked like. I used to play bridge with my mother in her bedroom. Dark hair. dream king.
The guards are leaving. They're taking us up country.
In 1 hour. One suitcase. We leave in 1 hour. One suitcase.
He's gone. Him and Danny.
He can't have. He promised me. It's time we'll all have to leave now, Frank.
Boy, difficult boy.
Wait here! Oh, escort!
Yundaras, Mihi Yundaras. Virginia.
Well, things get that, yeah.
I'm a British doctor. These people are my responsibility.
Your food there.
There's none here.
We're going up country. Mrs. Victor. You're dead, Mrs. Victor.
He's just playing there. Atomic bomb. Yep.
Mrs. Victor.
And he said, have to endure the unendurable and suffer what was not to be suffered. Immediately after the broad years, Hiroshima and Nagasaki have been destroyed, in fact. More than 100,000 people, perhaps many more, were killed in Japan's war was already lost. Our ambitions to create and dominate a new empire in the Pacific, till now only a few scientists comprehend the power unleashed in the splitting of the uranium atom. Today, that knowledge reached the whole world in a shockwave and a gas atom bomb, was regarded as Japan's gateway to China. Just a rising...
I saw that. I saw it. I thought it was Mrs. Victor's soul going up to heaven.
The supply. Okay.
I'll give you a whole goddamn fruit.
He was my friend!
He was a Jap.
The war's over!
Stadium? Huh? Crystal chandeliers, cocktail bars, white pianos.
It's a new word today. Atom bomb. Like a white light in the sky. Like God taking a photograph. I can bring everyone back. Everyone!
Did I teach you anything?
Yes! Taught me that people will do anything for a potato.
Yours with him. Come on, Jim. Come on, I'll take you back to your dad. You want a Hershey's bar?
Yes, please, Bass.
Landing point.
I surrender.
young parents. Are they going to chance? Or they know each other, probably forgotten. 집 하오네. This being awesome. Which was a moment. Yes, it's ending. Directed by Steven Spielberg, an amazing score. I think actually won an award. Usually very hard pain was a moment at the ending, how the story progresses. So in the video, subscribe for more.